Learn new broken spots or how to heal a turret and make it follow enemies with these new tips and tricks in TACTICOOL. So, something that a lot of players don't know is that you can switch weapons to stop firing, which may sound simple and intuitive, but some people still struggle with smart bombs when using flamethrower or MGL because of the speed reduction. Now, if you like playing Moses, you should know that when he's on Afterlife, his movement speed increases, and that increase will keep even while using shield. So if you want to survive a little bit longer and keep chasing enemies, you could try to use shield on Afterlife. In Jungle Map, there is a spot for long-range weapons that you can use if you're defending the bag, or if you're flanking. It is relatively easy to access and is really broken because the enemies can't see you at all. And right in front of this spot, there's another one, but it's not that broken as the other. If you don't like to play with Taser, you may want to consider it, because its slow down power not only reduces the enemy's movement speed, but also his fire rate. So you get an incredible advantage, even if the enemies are not using adrenaline. And talking about movement speed, it's important to know that no matter which weapon, mods or talents you're using, the movement speed with adrenaline will always be the same. So any increase in movement will only affect if you are not using adrenaline. And now that we mentioned talents, some people think that the Explosives Expert talent increases the flamethrower damage, but that's false. Nonetheless, the fire rate talents actually increment fire rate on this weapon, making the same damage in less time. But it also increases the fire rate for Injector when using it with David or Dutch, which could be really helpful if you want to keep your teammates injected all the time. For the next trick, you can make a sentry turret following enemies if you place it on a smart bomb, which is not that useful because you have to wait for an enemy to get close enough before the smart bomb disappears. But it's kind of funny seeing a turret chasing enemies. And something that could be more useful is that you can place a sentry on a car, and it will shoot while you drive or use Kapitza to move it. And talking about turrets, did you know that you can heal them if it is between you and a teammate? Again, it's not that useful because it will disappear anyways after it runs out of munition, but you can try to keep it injected and increase its fire rate. For the next tip, it's important for you to know that if a weapon has 100% of one stat and you put a talent for that stat, let's say plus 60%, then the stat will be 160%. But if you put another talent or mod for that same stat, let's say plus 15%, then the new stat won't be 175%. It will be 184% because it will take the last stat to increase. So, if you want to have more advantage with a weapon, you should try to align your operator, talents and mods for the same stat. And for the last but not the less, here you have all the new promotional codes for free stuff. Thanks for watching, and I see you in the next one.